The illusion you've been sold. They told you the stock market was the path to freedom, that if you worked hard, saved money, and invested wisely, you'd make it. But let me ask you something. If that were true, why are most retail investors losing money? Why do the same names keep getting richer, quarter after quarter, year after year, while you're stuck hoping the next green candle will save your portfolio? You think you're investing, but what if you're actually participating in the biggest casino ever built? A game where the rules were written by those who never wanted you to win. This isn't personal advice. This is a wake-up call.
The game was never fair. Let's get real. You think Wall Street plays by the same rules you do? While you're watching YouTube tutorials and hoping your favorite stock goes up, hedge funds are running high-frequency algorithms that trade in microseconds. They see your orders before they're even executed. Ever heard of payment for order flow? That means your trades are sold, yes, sold, to big firms before they're even processed. You think you're buying Apple stock. They see it coming, adjust the price, and sell it back to you for a profit. This isn't a theory. This is how the game is played. You're not even in the game. You're the audience paying for the show.
The puppeteers behind the curtain. You ever wonder why some stocks just skyrocket out of nowhere? Like, you wake up and suddenly everyone's buying a random company you've never heard of? That's not luck. That's orchestration. Behind the scenes, there are puppet masters, hedge funds, market makers, and whales who know how to move the crowd. They buy low in silence, then pay influencers, news outlets, or analysts to shout hype. By the time you're buying in, they're already cashing out. The game isn't about value. It's about perception. If they can make you believe a stock is gold, they'll sell you sand wrapped in glitter. Retail traders are the exit liquidity. Let me hit you with something brutal. To these big players, you're not a competitor. You're the exit. When you see the price going up and you think, I should jump in before it's too late, that moment right there is when they offload their bags to you. They needed someone to buy the top. That someone is usually retail traders like you. And they don't feel bad. To them, it's just business. They've studied your behavior, your fear of missing out, your blind trust in YouTubers holding up charts with arrows and fire emojis. You're playing checkers. They're playing chess on 5 boards at once.
The illusion of free markets. You've been told the stock market is a free market, right? That supply and demand determine the price. Cute story. But here's the truth. The game is heavily rigged. Ever heard of dark pools? That's where the big money trades, in secret, away from the public exchanges. You don't see what they're doing until it's already done. And by then, it's too late. While you're watching the candles on your app, they're executing massive trades in silence. They control the narrative, the flow, even the volume. What you see on your screen is a delayed illusion. It's like watching a magic trick after the magician already left the stage.
How high-frequency trading front-run you? And then there's high-frequency trading, HFT. These aren't people in suits watching charts. These are machines, AI, running trades in microseconds, literally faster than you can blink. You place an order to buy a stock at $10. Before your trade even hits the exchange, an HFT bot sees it, jumps ahead, buys it at $10, then sells it to you at $10.01. You just got front run, legally. Now multiply that by millions of trades. That tiny fraction of a cent becomes billions in profits for them. You're left wondering why your smart trade always ends up a few cents too late.
The fake news game. Let's talk about news, or rather, how it's weaponized. You think news outlets report what's happening? No. They often report what the whales want you to think is happening. Positive earnings report, stock still drops. CEO scandal, stock flies. Why? Because by the time news hits your screen, it's old. Insiders already bought or dumped days ago. The headlines are bait. You're the fish. Ever wondered why bad news sometimes makes stocks rise? It's because the big players already priced it in, and they're feeding you the leftovers. You're reacting to a reality that no longer exists.
Pump and dump, but make it legal. You've heard of pump and dumps, right? It's not just crypto coins and penny stocks. It happens in blue chips too, just dressed in a nicer suit. Here's how it works. A fund manager goes on TV, talks up a stock. We believe in long-term value. Meanwhile, they're quietly selling into the volume surge caused by retail FOMO. They manufacture hype, push narratives, set price targets, all while unloading shares you're just starting to buy. And the best part? It's legal, because they disclosed it in fine print somewhere, in a filing no retail investor reads.
Retail versus the machine. Let's be honest, this game isn't fair. You, the retail investor, you're playing checkers. Meanwhile, hedge funds, they're playing 4D chess with supercomputers. High-frequency traders execute thousands of trades in milliseconds. By the time you click buy, they've already front-run your order, made a profit, and moved on. You thought you were fast? Cute. You thought charts and indicators would save you? They created those too, and they know exactly how you read them. Every breakout, every pattern, it's all anticipated, mapped, and exploited. The retail trader isn't just late to the party, you were never even invited.
So, what now? You're probably asking, is the market just one big scam? Not exactly. It's a system, and it rewards those who understand the rules, not those who play fair. If you treat it like a casino, you'll end up broke. But if you treat it like war, study, prepare, learn from those who've bled, you just might survive. But never forget, the market isn't your friend. It doesn't care about your dreams or your rent. It's a jungle. And if you walk in blind, you're dinner. So next time someone says, just invest and hold, it always goes up, ask yourself, are they holding with you or selling to you?